Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And you might notice a slight increase in the quality, hopefully, because I've just increased it to 1920 by 1080. I didn't realize I hadn't changed that setting. So hopefully it should look a little nicer for you guys as well. Now, we started establishing our colony last time. We've run out of waste rock already. You know, I'm just actually going to have that go like for half the time, a third of the time even. So we've set up our basic stuff that we need to get our colony going. We've got our moisture evaporators happening. We've got some water tanks. We've got our fuel tank. We don't have the Moxie set up yet. So that will be set up soon. We are letting that rocket refuel. So I don't really want to change the output there. Why is it only producing at 0.6? Oh, because I put it next to the other one. Pro tip, guys, if you put moisture vapors right next to each other, they don't actually produce at full capacity. That was really stupid by me. So there's a pro tip for you guys if you're playing Surviving Mars. However, it is going to allow me to get a little bit of water in those tanks for now. I'm going to leave the Moxie. Actually, no. I'm going to put the Moxie in, but I'm not going to turn it on yet. I don't need it turned on at this stage. Life support, Moxie. So let's put our Moxie over here. Yep. So the Moxie's going in. Right, yeah. Let's get this going. So stupid. I can't believe I did that. So I might actually send for another rocket, and or another supply pod with 2 more moisture evaporators in it to make sure that we're going to not have a water issue for too much of a time. Okay, so how are scans going? Very slowly. What we can do to fix that up, we might put in a sensor tower. So let's grab a sensor tower here, and I'm actually going to put it right near the drone hub, I think. Get that going, and then otherwise we're just kind of playing the waiting game while we wait for a few of these buildings to be done. There's the Moxie completed. We're going to need some power on that one though, so let's establish that. I'll bring it around this way, is that alright? There we go, done. So, we'll get some power going to the Moxie. Thanks. Ooh, got some rare metals over there. Very nice. Oh, and that's actually a really good spot too, because we can put our dome down, our first dome here, to make sure that rare metal's inside our boundary, and then we'll be able to, turn off, we don't want you on right now. We'll be able to extract those to send back for more money, which will be excellent. Training program, your attention is required. With the early phase of a mission showing relative stability and gaining in popularity back on Earth, our sponsor feels we are in a good position to push forward a training program aimed at attracting the best applicants Earth has to offer. Best of the best, as the program is being called, wants your input on what specialization field they should concentrate their recruitment efforts. Always need more scientists. Qualified geologists will be vital for research extraction early on. Need botanists to secure the food production. Scientists, botanists. We'll go the botanists because of the fact that we have the hunger issue. The hunger thing in place, so we can't actually get food from Earth. I think having those qualified botanists would be excellent. Here's our new pod. Drop that down here somewhere so we don't kick up dust on everything else. So that sensor will hopefully help us go away. Rightio. So now let's have a think about making sure we put these 2 evaporators a bit further away. So there's an overlap there which we want to avoid. So can I put put it there. We need power. Why am I paused? You don't need to be paused for this. And we need pipes. So we'll go straight across there like that. There we go. So that's sorted as well. That's one, and then I want another one up as well. So it's actually quite kind of tricky to make sure we're not putting these too close together. That's not too bad actually. Oh, right between the things. Why not? Hey, new anomaly. Fantastic. And this is why we want this guy, so we can get those. Ooh, is that metal? Underground metal deposit? And water. Okay. So we are going to want a drone hub that's going to go here, so we can get that. Because what's this drone hub do? Right, it does that much space. So if we get another drone hub that sort of sits here and encompasses that, so we can get that water source, that will go a long way to solving some early problems that we might have. And that's a big source of water too, actually. I mean, it's very low grade, but that's okay. So, I think I'm going to get another supply pod with a drone hub inside. So there's a drone hub coming. And what else will I bring along? It's already got 13 drones. No, that's how many drones I have. The drone hub comes with 4 or 6, I think. So I think I'll just grab 2 or 3 more drones. Electrons getting a little low, so I might grab some of them. 1,000 kilos left. Yeah, so we'll grab 3 drones. Yeah, let's launch that one. That one's on the way too. Awesome stuff. Okay, so that's underway. Right, now this one's going to need power. This is the most convoluted looking system I've ever seen. Normally I've got the underground water sorted early, so this is definitely different. This is, again, this is not what you'd call optimal gameplay, guys. I am not an expert at this. It just is what it is. Now, I didn't really talk about it until the end of the last video, but just as a little bit of a understanding of what it is that we're doing here with this video is this is a I'm calling it Let's Play Pokemars. So the rocket here, this is the Professor Oak. Every colony is going to be named after a town from the Pokemon games, starting right back with the Red and Blue games. And then every colonist that lands is going to be given a Pokemon name. So then, for no other reason than it just gives it some sort of customization. And quite frankly, Pokemon's probably the only show that has enough different names to be able to change everybody. So there you go. So that's what's happening. So yeah, so everything's going to be Pokemon in terms of names. Other than that, it's Surviving Mars with Project Laika, Space Race, and Green Planet. Milestone achieved, find water on Mars. Huzzah! We actually beat the other two to it. Great job. Okay, and the moisture vapor is still not working. Yeah, we're working on that now. Thanks very much. Okay. So water production is 2.2, water demand is 1, stored water is not, so we're actually doing okay. We're actually getting some water increase now. Water production is now 3.2. We have capacity of 300 to store. Okay, so that's a good start. The Moxie is off. That's fine. Rightio. So that's the basics. We've got down our power, we've got down our life support, we've got our drone hub, we've got a sensor going. How's our research going? This is really quite annoying. Alright, so once that's done, that rocket should be right to go. Yeah, well, geez, it'll be perfect timing actually, because that reduces the fuel cost to 30, I believe, and so that's just about ready to go. You can see their fueling of 30, 27 to 50, so once we get that research, that'll be 30, and then it'll be ready to go straight away, essentially, which will be fantastic. Now, let's get this drone hub. Infrastructure. Oh, can't get the drone hub. It hasn't arrived yet, you donkey. Okay, in that case, domes. We can build a medium dome immediately. That sounds amazing. Metals 40, polymers 16. So there's our problem. And concrete 96. So it is expensive. It is expensive. However, it would be a really good way to kick off. Thinking long term. The only issue I'm going to have is loaners. But you know what? They can deal with it. We're doing it. We are doing it. Okay, it's going to take ages to build because the concrete production needs to be super high to be able to get that level of concrete going. Okay, research complete. Oh, great. So we actually got 2 things researched there. So that rocket should be ready to go now. 20 or 30, I see. Just about ready to go. So that anomaly being analyzed gave us 1250 research, which finished off the fuel one and also fully did the next research task and started the low G drive there. So that's awesome. Now, low G hydrosynthesis will give us a polymer factory. Fuel compression gives us an increased cargo space of 10,000, which is pretty big. Autonomous sensor towers no longer require power or maintenance. That sounds pretty good. I do want to get this terraforming going too. That's 2,000 though. Polymer factories are pretty easy to get going once you've got the builders, but we don't have them yet, so let's ignore that. We'll go fuel compression. Might go terraforming. Martian vegetation. Yep, cool. So rightio. We got a dude. Drop him down. That rocket's ready to go. Launch. Bye. Hooray! So that gives us another 250 research, which is awesome. That's given us... They're electronics, aren't they? Yes. And then those prefabs were the drone hub. So now I've got my drone hub. Let's grab that. Now, this is where I'm going to make sure... So I want to make sure the water is definitely in there. And I want to make sure that Universal Depot is in there. So they're the big ones. Too far from a working drone commander. And of course we have the other issue being that we don't have an RC commander to put it that far out. So at the moment, the closest place I could put it is like here. Right, and that's not going to be inside the water. So I'm actually going to have to get another probe. I'm spending a lot of money on probes here. On supply pods rather. To... That's gonna be really good overlap there actually. Maybe I need to bring it back like that, except the dome is totally blocking the way there. Actually, now that oh no, I know I need the dome there for the metals. So I'm just yeah, that's frustrating. Okay, that's fine. We'll order another supply pod. And all I want is a commander. Thanks. Yep. Launch. Bring that for me. So once that commander arrives, we'll be able to drive it over here. And then it will have drones in it that can be used to build the drone hub, and that'll give us that area there, which is fine. And then we can get the water extractor going, and we can start feeding water back through this way, and maybe scrap one or two of these moisture evaporators, probably one of these ones here. Right, yeah, so we've got some more concrete. Where are you guys going? Going for metal. Go for your lives, guys. Alright. Did we really mine out all that metal already? Wow, that was fast. So that metal's all gone, so now we're getting metal over here. Metal is actually quite a frustrating resource in this game, because it's you know, we've actually been really lucky in getting a metal extractor, we can get a metal extractor going here pretty quickly. Geologists would be really good, actually, now that I think about it. Having done that training, I probably should pick geologists, because I can get both of these going. That would be really handy. Right here. Here's our RC commander, so let's pop him down over here somewhere. That rocket's on the way back. What are we short on here? Concrete and polymers, yep. So, polymers you can find lying around in the ground. We already scanned all those, have we? Oh, go away. Right, yeah. Let's zoom back in again. Okay, so he's there now. So our drone commander's there, which means that we now have a command area. So we can put down this second drone hub. And I want to put it down... It can overlap quite well like that. I just want to make sure that I've got the water up in the corner there. And this area over here, I don't really care about if it's included or not. But I want to make sure make certain that at the very least that water is in there. So we're going to go like that. Okay, so that's underway now. Except nothing's going to happen. Oh no, they did it. Great, because it's a prefab, so it's fine. Now, electricity. This is going to be interesting. Whoop, there's a meteor coming in. So ideally, I would want the electricity to come to here and then out. But until that dome is built, that's not going to happen. So we're going to come around the corner like that. Now the issue is... the issue is that until this thing gets power, we can't build at these locations because that needs the power for the rain. So the drone command is going to have to come down here and be in charge of that and help them out. So they're going to go grab some metal over here and do that for me, which is great. Let's scrap that. So those guys will work on that, which is awesome. How are we doing there? Right, halfway there with the concrete. We still don't have those polymers we need. I'm just wondering whether or not there's any polymers on the surface here. It doesn't look like it at the moment. Even with those meteorites coming in, I was hoping maybe we might have picked up some polymers, but nothing yet.
Sector scanned.
Sector scanned, another rare metals deposit. Ooh, and a sciencey research boost area. So these are really good if you can get a dome with science research happening near it. That gives you that boost. There is one map that I've come across where you're able to get a dome between two, which is a 30% boost in research, which is awesome. But we'll go with what we go with here. So what's happening here, guys? We're all just chilling. You guys want to, I don't know, maybe gather that? Right, so drone hub's going now. Fantastic. So drone hub's going. So with that, now underway, let's get a water extractor. Grab that going. Going to need more power heading out that way too. Okay, which is a lot of metal and stuff. Probably not ideal to be doing that at this early stage, but having that water will be really good. Now this guy, he doesn't really have much purpose at the moment, so I might just take him for a bit of a wander down here. Okay, so now the big issue is going to be making sure we've got some metal here. So let's get concrete and metal starting to be put on that universal depot. Scanning's going really well at the moment, and now we've pretty much scanned everything that's available to us at the moment. And that's that was one of my concerns about building up here. Is it's gonna take some time to get further down now. So let's just go around like that. That'll keep us going for a little while. Okay, so that concrete's still coming. We still need polymers, right? Yeah. So I might just do a quick supply pod with. Ooh, geez, can't take much concrete, can you? Grab some polymers. And then 5 each of them. Always handy. Okay. So now we're having a power crisis because we've got too many things happening and not the power. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in some solar panels, which are only useful during the day, obviously, but I'll also put in, I've got polymers coming, so that's fine. I'm just going to put in a couple of these power accumulators as well. Okay, so that's all going now. So those solar panels are up, which is giving us that extra power for now. And then once those accumulators go in, they will store power the same way as the water towers are going with storing power. How are we doing there, by the way? 195 to 300, that's not bad. We've got a good metal stockpile at the moment. Just lacking the concrete. But it's climbing quickly enough, I think. So that's fine. What are we waiting on over here? Alright, that's how. Just drop him there. Construction progress. So we've got the machine parts, we're just coming with the concrete now. Alright, cool. Look at them little drones go. Look at them go. Woohoo! And all those polymers are going to go out and help with production there. Get those accumulators going. Lovely. Rightio.
Sector scanned.
Alright. Someone going to get some concrete for that, maybe? Oh, all the concrete's going to the thing, isn't it? Yeah. A lot of concrete demand early on here. So yeah, we're just waiting for the concrete for this. I might give that a higher priority to get the concrete out to it. And then power's being sorted. What are we waiting on here? Concrete as well, yeah. So concrete is in very high demand at the moment. And I do have the extractors on. Oh no, I can upgrade this, can't I? Yeah, we're going to do that. So we'll get a couple of pros with some polymers to upgrade that, which will give it a higher output. Hopefully a decent output. So we're at 12 per sol at the moment. So with that upgrade, 15 per sol. Okay, so it's 25%. Yeah, that's right. That makes sense. 25% of 12 is 3, so yeah, 15. Awesome. Okay. That's an extra 3 per sol, which is good. What's happened here? We've run out of power again because of the lack of accumulators. So really we need those up quickly too. So let's get them. What's the milestone? Construct a dome. Okay. The drone hub's lost power, which is problematic. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn that off. And we're going to turn off a moisture evaporator, which gets those guys back going for now. As the sun comes up again, that'll increase, and once that goes back up, we'll be able to start. There we go. So solar panels are up now, so we'll turn that back on, and we'll turn that back on. So that 9 we're getting there is going into the accumulator,
Sector scanned.
which will help. And then yeah, looking good. Looking good. Alright. Oh, we can scrap that. Some more metal out of that. Okay. So we're waiting on concrete, guys. Alright. So it looks like, because of the distance, we can't get the concrete out there. Because these drones are going, well, look, there's nothing of high priority here, so we're going to take all the concrete to there. Which is annoying, but it is what it is. And that's fine. Okay, so we're at 14 power, that's good, so that should be giving us a decent charge there. Okay, low G drive, so now our drones will be going even faster. Brilliant. What do we got else? What's next in robotics? Drone hubs are constructed with 2 additional drones. Maximum number of drones is 80. That's so right, I suppose. Robotics, there's a lot in robotics, hey. Okay, let's go robotics again. Get the drone swarm going. For $200 million in funding, outsource wishes we contribute $1,000 and 1,000 research in the next 5 sols. How are we doing money-wise? Yeah, look, let's do 1 round of that, hey? Yeah, let's do that. Alright, cool. So, that's increased our research output, which will be good. Waiting on last this concrete here. And this is with the discount. So yeah, that's crazy, actually. Yeah, I don't want to launch the city. So that must be, I can't imagine what that must be normally. So that's really good that we're able to do that so early and so easily. So we're discharging at -5 there, which is fine. That'll definitely last the night because we were inputting at 14. So there's no difficulties there with the math in terms of the power available to us with those particular batteries. So once these other batteries are up and running, we'll have more than enough power available to us. Here comes the dome. Here comes the dome. Boom. Okay, so we've got our dome going. Let's just slow down for a second here. So we got, oh geez, that's a big dome. Oh, I'm so happy with that. Lots of room to build things in there. I love it. Okay, so well, now we don't have life support. We did get the dome. We got the constructed dome before Brazil did, so that's awesome. Okay. The first human on Mars and producing food are going to be a big deal. Complete a special project. Yeah, okay, cool. So a few things to do there. Now, life support. So a couple of things need to happen. First of all, we need power. And what we're going to do is we're going to do this. And we're going to do this. Then we are going to, once that's established, whoopsie, once that's established, we'll salvage this here. Now the other thing we need to do is now we need to put in a pipe. Connecting our Moxie and everything else. Pipe. There. So that's going to get that going too. Now I haven't turned the Moxie on yet, so we're at... What happens if I turn on the Moxie? What's it going to do to our water production? 3.2, water demand is 3, so we're just above what we need to be doing water-wise. So, we need to be making sure that once that water extractor's up, that won't be a problem. Okay, so life support's going. We've got our first dome. Brilliant. All right. Now, sorry guys, just doing a check of the time. Yeah, I think it might be a good spot to do a break again. So we're just waiting on the O2 in there, which will turn on the Moxie and we'll get that. There we go, have a look. So we're definitely getting O2 in, everything's fine. And we'll turn that on once the colonists arrive. So that's going, everything's set up, ready to go. We'll put some buildings in. That's going to take a little bit of time because we've got a bit of a concrete issue at the moment. But there is another concrete deposit in our dome area here. So I might actually set up a second concrete extractor there so that we can do that. Oh, we need to name our dome. Our dome is called Pallet Town because it's the very first dome in our colony. So Pallet Town is the first first dome off the rank, and every dome will have a little name. So we'll end up with all the Kanto cities, and then depending on how we're going, might expand into Johto, but we'll see. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching. This is Lanthal. If you are enjoying, please make sure you like and subscribe to the video, and leave a comment. Tell me what you're liking. What can I do better? Is there anything in particular I'm doing really wrong? Like I said, I'm not an optimal player of the game, but if you've got some tips or tricks or anything like that you wanted to mention, feel free to do so kindly in the comments below. And otherwise, I will see you in a future video. Cheers, guys.